Well, that's not a bad start for a damp and rather cloudy Tuesday afternoon. It is the 25th of June and I'm Ella and I'll be looking after your drive time for the next 3 hours. And I've got a guest. Actually, that was a really good track to start with, wasn't it? That was Phil Collins and Philip Bailey with Easy Lover. Good classic there from the 80s. Big thank you going out again to Alan Betton for an absolutely superb show. But let me introduce you to my guest now. Well, it's none other than, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to describe him. It's former mayor, councillor, author, superstar, and of course it is Ian Selby.
Oh, what an introduction, Ella. Thank you so much.
Was that good? Did you like that?
Thank you kindly. Yeah, welcome. Thank you for welcoming me to your show.
Oh, no, you nearly welcomed me to your show then, didn't you?
No, not me.
Oh, you nearly did. I tell you what, you've come to talk to us about a new charity cup, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll talk about one or two things. Talk about the superstar as well, as you mentioned. Yeah, the South Kesteven Charity Cup, Ella. And thank you so much indeed for giving us the opportunity to give this a promotion. Now, just for you, Ella, I'll tell you what I've gone and done, and you haven't seen it yet. I brought the cup in with me.
Oh, wow.
There you go, Ella.
Oh, we'll have to have a photo with this.
You describe that to the listeners.
Well, it's a cup. It's very large. It's very silver. And what does it say on it? South Kesteven Charity Cup, it says. It's very shiny. Shiny and new. And there's some wooden bits on it as well. And ribbons. Well, we've got...
Now, isn't that got the wow factor?
It has got the wow factor.
Just feel the weight of it, Ella.
If you scrap that in, it'd be worth a fortune.
Wait, what if it was solid silver? It's silver plated.
No, it's not silver, but it's beautiful. So the ribbons, we've got red and green ribbons. Are there any significance to the colours?
Yes, they're the South Kesteven colours.
So blue, yellow, red and green. Yeah. All South Kesteven colours.
Yeah, if you look on the South Kesteven flag, you'll notice those colours. So yes, it's the South Kesteven Charity Cup. It's a football tournament, folks, and... it's in aid of local charities as well. We sent out invites to the main clubs in South Kesteven, and we had a good response. We got the clubs we wanted. We had a draw for who would play who, and we've got Harrowby United who are playing at home to Grantham Town, and we've got Bourne Town. They were due to play another club in South Kesteven. I won't mention the club, but they dropped out for whatever reason. So then it left us a little bit of a pickle, actually, because we'd done the draw, and then we had to go and find another club to replace them. So we approached Barrowby, and they were chuffed to bits to be asked. Unfortunately, they couldn't get. They said that we wouldn't be able to get a team up in time, or it wouldn't be workable for us. But they really appreciated us asking them. So then our next port of call, we went to Lincoln City, and we're thrilled to bits to have the academy. The Lincoln City Academy. So it's the youngsters for the future, and that's part of the tournament, Ella. It's about promoting the youngsters, up-and-coming players, and so we're thrilled to have the Lincoln City Academy. And those two ties will be played on Saturday the 20th of July. Sorry, it's Saturday the 13th of July, and the final will be played on the 20th, the following week, Saturday the 20th. It's 3 p.m. kick-off on the 13th, but the final will take place at 3:30 on Saturday the 20th. But there will be a third place play-off as well. That'll take place, I think it's a 1 o'clock kick-off. So we've staggered the times, and there'll be two different venues, we think, for the final. We don't know the venue for the final, Ella, because we did a draw. So it'll either be at Harrowby or it'll be at Grantham.
Right.
Because we drew which leg would hold the final. So maybe Bourne will get an opportunity in the future to hold the final. But yeah, we're thrilled to bits to have those, and it's all going well so far. Touch wood, quick. We're registered with the Lincolnshire Football Association. They're going to be helping us out with the referees and things like that. And I say all profits are going to local charities, and they are nominated by the clubs that are participating. And local charities, Ella. The reason being that is because it's the money. Every penny counts. And they're not going to a national charity where there's a chief exec on a 6-figure salary, which personally I would much rather see all the money, instead of going into administration costs and things like that. Local charities, they use it so much better, and we want it local as well. you know.
Well, I can hear just how enthusiastic you are about all this. Has it been a long time in the making, this?
Yes, well, I came up with the idea last year, you see, Ella, and it's all part of the council. Each district councillor has got a ward member's grant of £1,000, and they can spend it on local charities, write out a cheque for a local charity or for a worthy cause or whatever. And I came up with the idea of having a football tournament for the whole of South Kesteven. So promoting youngsters football, and then you also, as we're supporting charities,
It raises more money.
We're raising money for it.
Yeah.
The trophy itself has cost £655, which may seem a lot at first, but over a period of time...
well, it's going to be for years, isn't it?
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll pay for itself. And, so it's all come out of the Ward Members' Grant. So this happened last year, but all these things take time, Ella, to put in place.
It takes a lot of planning, doesn't it?
You send the invites out, and then you're waiting for them to come back. And we've got I have to say, we've got a fabulous committee. I set up a committee to help run the event, the tournament, and we'll say we've got 4 people on the committee, and they're all doing a fabulous job, Ella. We've got Dave Philpotts. Dave's doing the business side of the event, and I've got Dave's telephone number. If there's any businesses would like to sponsor the event, match day sponsored, or the match ball, or any other aspects, please contact us ASAP, because the programmes are going to print next week, the tournament programmes, so we need to get information in there. So they really need to contact Dave on 07980 408 366. That number again is 07980 408 366. We've also got Mick Massingham. Mick works for the council. He's a referee, so we've got Mick's experience from that perspective. We've got Sharon Haythorne. She works for the council as well. She's our secretary, doing a brilliant job. And we've got Graham Cowell, who does a little bit of reporting as well for he's done some for Gravity in the past, and he's done some for BBC Radio Lincolnshire, and Graham's doing a brilliant job as well. The fabulous committee.
Well, we'll have to bring everybody the results, won't we?
Well, that'd be wonderful.
I think so, yes.
Yeah. Touch wood, all's going okay so far.
So we're talking today to Ian Selby, and we're going to hear a little bit more about this fascinating charity cup in just a moment. So that's Kygo featuring Selena Gomez and It Ain't Me. I've got a guest in the studio who's not quite as used to me getting all the years wrong as probably you are, my lovely listener.
Hey, Ella, you do a fabulous show, mate, I'll tell you.
Now, Ian's here to talk about the South Kesteven Charity Cup. Now, we just had a photo opportunity with the cup, with all its ribbons. But you've got some people you want to mention, haven't you?
Yeah, there is, please, Ella. Just to say again, the tournament takes place on Saturday the 13th of July, and that's the knockout rounds. Then the final will be played on Saturday the 20th of July, and the games again are Harrowby United versus Grantham Town and Bourne Town versus Lincoln City Academy. 3 p.m. kick-off on the 13th, and on the Saturday the 20th the third place playoff will be at 1 p.m. and the final played at 3:30 p.m. In aid of local charities as well, folks, so we'd really appreciate your support. And if businesses would like to come on board, we're not asking a fortune for sponsorship. We're really not. The prices, they only range from £100 up to £300. For businesses, that's a drop in the ocean for a lot of businesses, Ella. It really is, isn't it?
That's a good promotion opportunity.
It is. It's absolutely. And the number, again, for Dave, to contact Dave for the businesses is 07980 408 366. That's 07980 408 366. Or if you contact myself, and I'll forward the details to him. Yeah, some thank yous if I may, please, Ella. The South Kesteven District Council have been exceptionally good. Chief Executive's been very supportive. That's Aidan Rave. The print room that's doing our match day programme, excellent as well. I'd like to thank S. Graves, the jewellers at Westgate. They helped us to obtain the trophy, did a sterling job there. And Rowley's Commercial Energy Assessments, they're sponsoring the tournament. So big thank you to Peter Rowley and their company. The Lincolnshire FA and the 47F, the IF Cadets. we're going to be having 2 cadets that's come along on the final to look after the trophy for us, basically. So it'll be fabulous to have them in their uniform.
This is a real local stuff, isn't it? It's a real local event.
It is, Ella. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And also a big thanks to the 4 clubs that's taking part as well. Really, really pleased about it.
So what's the future hold? Are you going to extend this, make it a bit bigger?
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think it'll be in the matchday programme that other clubs that want to come on board for next year.
Yes.
If this is a success, and we hope it is, we'll hope it'll grow, and maybe 8 teams next year if we can get them, or whatever.
The skies, it'll be Wembley next, you
absolutely.
See. I'm back with Ian Selby, Councillor Ian Selby, I should say, really. I just wanted to ask you who is presenting this magnificent trophy that's sitting on my desk. You might not get it back, you know that, don't you?
It's Ian, by the way, Ella.
Oh, is it?
Call me Ian, yeah.
Oh, right, OK. Well, you threw me then. I was wondering if I got the wrong person.
No, I'm not presenting it. I'm not presenting the trophy. Now, Ella, thank you for asking that question. Yeah, now, what I asked our committee, our wonderful committee, and a big thank you to them again as well, Dave Philpotts, Mick Massingham, Sharon Haythorne and Graham Cowell have done some sterling work. And I asked the committee, I said, look, I'd like one of you guys to be the first to present this wonderful trophy. I said, you're doing all the donkey work and all the hard work. I said, instead of a celebrity coming in or somebody else coming in and presenting it, I thought I'd really like one of you guys. So we did a draw.
Right.
Yeah, and it's Dave Philpotts. His name came out of the cup, and he's going to be presenting the trophy. And I'm really,
that's
really
lovely.
chuffed.
Yeah, that's really nice.
It'd be a lovely moment for him. Say, these guys doing all the hard work, why shouldn't they be one of the first to present the trophy?
That's a lovely idea. Yeah, it is. Because you can get all sorts of celebs to come and do things like that, but they're not necessarily involved in the local activities at all, are they?
And as you said, Ella, it's about keeping things local, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. It's a lovely idea. This charity cup's not the only thing you're interested in, are you?
Oh.
Now, you are involved in Jesus Christ Superstar, aren't you?
Oh, no, can't believe it. Me of all people, Ella.
I think it'll be fabulous. Don't forget I've seen your work.
Yeah, I got involved. Well, I went along to the meet and greet that they held back in December. And I just happened to be in the church at the same time as this meet and greet, and so I saw some friends of mine, and they said, "Oh, come and have a look, see what's happening." And then they started doing some singing, and I joined in, and one thing led to another. Oh, there's some auditions taking place in a couple of weeks' time. So I said, "Well, go on, then, I'll go along." And I remember them. I said, "Well, what do you sing?" And they said, "Well, you can sing what you like." So I picked a track that I thought, oh, they won't know that one, and they didn't. I thought, well, because I thought I'll blag my way through it if I can, because I just don't have a trained voice, and it just one thing led to another, and I'm now. I went on to the rehearsals in January, and we've been, as you know, Ella, we've been rehearsing sort of like twice a week, or most people have been twice a week since January.
Yes.
And it's been a massive commitment, it really has.
Yeah, 6 hours a week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Most weeks.
I didn't think I'd last till the end of January. January came and I thought, well, I'm still here. I thought, we'll see if we miss at the end of February. And I'm still here now, and we're in June.
I think I feel the same, really. At one point, I was sort of every week expecting somebody to turn around and say, "What are you doing here, Ella?"
Yeah.
Off you go. And it's never happened, has it?
No, what an experience it is, Ella.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
I've never done anything like this before in my entire life.
I haven't, no.
I'm not saying I can't act. I'm not saying I can't dance. But act, dance and sing all in the same breath? No. But it's coming, isn't it?
It is. Just for the listeners, there's about 70 in the cast, isn't there, altogether?
Yes, if you count all the technical stuff, and they are amazing, aren't they?
Yeah, now some of the singers, amazing voices, they really have. There's one of the girls, Emma, who's playing Mary.
Yes, there's Emma and there's Amy.
There's Amy.
Yes.
Emma, she's got what I would describe as a trained voice.
Yes.
Would you agree
Yeah,
with that?
they've both got beautiful voices. They did come in on the show to talk about their role, and they're so committed and they're so lovely.
Did you have Amy in?
Yes.
Did you?
Yeah.
I tell you what, when she sings, I melt.
It is.
I absolutely melt when Amy sings.
Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? I think
she's wonderful.
She's got some wonderful lines to sing.
Yeah.
Absolutely lovely.
And there's a couple of other my favourites as well, Ella. We've got a guy who's playing the part of pilot. His name's Pete. Oh,
He's phenomenal, isn't he?
absolutely phenomenal guy. He's cracking good. And I'll tell you who else I like, Ella. I like the guy who's playing Herod.
Oh, yes. Oh, no. I should remember. Is it Joe that does that one, or is
I
it
don't know his
Jamie?
name.
I can't remember. I get them muddled up. But he's fantastic.
Yeah.
I've seen him in lots of other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he never does a bad job. He's brilliant.
But it's a rock opera.
Yeah.
And Jesus Christ Superstar, it basically tells... It's sort of a modern-day version of the story of Jesus Christ. And
It's just the last few days.
Yes.
Judas. Judas is one of the central characters, isn't he?
Yes, absolutely. Yes,
Yeah.
he's very prominent in it. And, we've got a couple of good Judas... as you mentioned,
Yes, we have.
there's two Marys, there's two Judas, and it's they're the parts really that you need a backup, and you
Well, they're key roles, aren't
they're
they?
key roles basically. Yes,
And we're doing it for a week. So there's 7 performances, folks.
the musical director Lee, he's doing a brilliant job.
Yes.
Absolutely
And
brilliant.
he's Jesus.
Yes, he plays the part of Jesus Christ.
Fantastic.
And there's also Adam, the choreographer.
Oh, yes.
And these two guys, there's just the effort that they're putting in. And we ought to give Matt Hewitt, the producer, a mention as well.
Yes, because he's brilliant, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
They
really,
all are.
really nice guy. But and a lot of the backing singers, the ensemble, they're just amazing. And people wouldn't realise the effort that's been going in, to producing this. And it's going to be, is it a 7 days production?
7 days, yeah.
In August. And
7th of August to the 13th.
yes, and we'll give them out the box office number.
We can do, yes.
As well,
You can
Ella.
get tickets actually at the Guildhall box office and their website, guildhallartscentre.com. You can get tickets there as well. And Ian's going to give you the telephone number for the Guildhall box office,
I am.
which is 01476
406 158. That's 406 158. And just to mention about the ticket prices, they range from £16 to £25. The VIP tickets, they're the £25 tickets.
You have to be quick if you want a VIP ticket, though.
I think they're going to have to be quick if they want a ticket full stop, Ella.
Yeah, I think so.
But, if you was to go to a show down in London, you're looking £80 starters per ticket.
Yeah, and then you travel.
And your accommodation
Yes.
if you stop overnight.
Absolutely.
And the people of Grantham have got a golden opportunity to see a absolutely amazing top-class production.
Yes.
On the doorstep in St Wolfram's Church.
Which is incredibly beautiful, just in its own right.
Yeah.
Never mind what's going on inside. It's just wonderful.
It is, and the thing about this production is, Ella, and the stage is not at one end of the church or the other. It is down the aisle. So anybody who's got a seat, you're right next to the performance.
And the ensemble, the chorus and the dancers and the movers that are in the ensemble, they're all around the church. So wherever you sit, you're going to have somebody very close to you that is part of the cast.
Yeah,
it's very clever, isn't it?
It is extremely clever the way they're putting this together. Yeah, and the performance. I think there's 2 acts. There's Act 1 and Act 2, and they last over 45 minutes each. And then there's a pre-show as well for each act as well. So there's going to be a lot to see. There really is. Certainly value for money, I would suggest.
I would think so, because the staging is phenomenal, the lighting, the costumes. And what about your part, Ian? I don't think you've mentioned, have you?
Well, actually, I really like the part I've got, I have to say. I'm going to be playing one of the guards, and I think Matt's given me the perfect part for me, because I don't have the world's greatest voice, or it's not a trained voice. But I've got one line to sing, and you've got some lines as well, Ella, haven't you?
Well, I think we're supposed to be a little bit in awe of the Roman guards, aren't we?
Oh, I hope so.
But I don't quite feel like that about you. But you see, I make bread. You see, everybody needs bread, don't they?
And you know the coins that I exchange.
Yes.
You can eat the coins that I exchange.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I gave you them back now.
Yeah, they're chocolate,
Right, I'm hanging on to the next one that comes my way. Right, we got 1 or 2 messages that I just need to play you now. So get these underway, and then we'll talk to Ian Selby some more in just a few minutes.
Keep it here in the afternoon, live from the heart of Grantham, Ela Watts.
Real local radio, Gravity FM.
And And that's Nazareth there. I did promise you another 70s. That was My White Bicycle. So I'm sitting in the studio today with Ian Selby, and we've been talking, well, we've talked about the South Kesteven Charity Cup, we've talked about Jesus Christ Superstar. Let's talk about what you did at the weekend.
Oh, we had a wonderful weekend.
Did you?
Yeah, Nipfest.
10th year anniversary.
It was, Ella.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Cracking event, it really was. There must have been well over 2,000 there. And
It's phenomenal success.
The bands were brilliant as well. Headlining it were a band called Abba's Angels. There was also the Foo Fighters GB. They were on there. And Crazy Ape, they went down exceptionally well, as they always do.
I've seen them. They're very good.
Yeah. And it's just an absolutely cracking event in aid of cancer research as well. So, big well done to all the organisers there.
Yeah, brilliant job they do. But you were busy, weren't you?
I was doing the photography. How many photos do you think I took, Ella, in 8 hours?
Oh, in 8 hours?
In 8 hours.
100 an hour, yeah. 1,000?
I took over 1,900 photos.
Did you? Right.
I did. Yeah, and a lot of them are on my Facebook page.
Are they? Oh, I'll have to have a look at those.
Yeah.
Are they up there already?
Yes, they are.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll have a see.
Not all of them. There's a sample from each band.
Yeah.
And then the Grantham Journal will be doing a 2-page spread, hopefully, on Friday.
Yeah.
So they've got lots of my photos that you won't see on Facebook until after they've gone to publication. But,
that's fantastic. Did you enjoy all that?
Yeah, I did. I did manage to find time dashing here, there and everywhere and going backstage and this, that and the other, trying to get photos from all angles. I was dashing here, there and everywhere. I feel a little bit tired today, Ella.
Yeah, I am not at all surprised. 1,900 odd photographs.
And then we had the rehearsal again on Sunday afternoon, didn't we?
Yes, we did, yeah.
Yeah, I was very tired during that. And we've got it again this evening.
Yeah, 3 more hours.
Yeah.
And then I just can't wait to go to bed, basically.
Absolutely.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Thank you so much for coming in to talk to me. It's been an absolute pleasure having you in the studio.
And
you brought in some music, didn't you, from Jesus Christ Superstar?
Yeah. I'd love it if you'd play this track. It's called Superstar. And
that's quite appropriate.
Yeah, and a big thank you to you, Ella. Really appreciate it. It's been lovely being on your show, mate.
Okay then, Ian, we'll see you again, I hope.
Bless you.
Right, let's have a listen to Ian's track. This is called Superstar, and it's from Jesus Christ Superstar.